EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Denver Broncos. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Oh, did the Jets miss this guy? Here's Breece Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But you look at this Bronco defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
The leading rusher in NCAA history from Youngstown State. Here's Jaleel McLaughlin. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Touchdown! Marvin Mims, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. What's good on the extra point? It's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, The quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader. That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2-yard. Second and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss. Throwing is Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Wants to try to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 23 yards on the play.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Rodgers again now. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 7. On play action, it's Rodgers. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now, hang on, we've got an injured player down there, and oh my, that's Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Throwing is Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, get man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs completion.
Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
From the gun, here's Willis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there, and will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. The give is to McLaughlin, and he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. The Broncos at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. They're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Willis's throw caught here by Dosage. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Now Willis to throw. Got his man. It's Dosage. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him
touchdown Broncos! Adam Troutman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down, New York.
To throw is Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Hall on a give up the middle. Down to about the 23.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Wilson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Three tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the 2nd quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Bronco defense comes up big. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. He's got a full head of steam on his horse. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's Willis. Out route complete to Dulcich. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Now Willis. Open man is Jalen Darden. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Willis. This is caught. Touchdown! Greg Dulcich, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the The New York offense taking over for their next possession. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
First down, Jets.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They run with a former Bengal. It's Samaje Perine. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
2nd and 6.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Broncos. Greg Dulcich, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos open the lead up to 34-0. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Oh, boys, we got this.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just touchdown Jets? Garrett Wilson, 75 yards. And the Jets are able to claw one back. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
3rd down, it's Willis. It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Willis on the option to the right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. And that'll be caught by Darden. Touchdown! Jalen Darden, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th-quarter lead. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll rumble for about 5 up close to the 40.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's a 2nd and 5. On the ground, here's McLaughlin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They'll run. It's McLaughlin. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That one a first down pickup of 8. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
To throw, here's Willis. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. Here's McLaughlin. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Lots of look to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. On first down, Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.